Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Days. We're going to talk about the Try Guys again because a lot of stuff has happened since the last time we covered it. They released a full-length podcast discussing everything. SNL had a whole sketch come out that apparently was insulting and I haven't gotten to see it yet. Caused a lot of drama, a lot of stir up there. And then third and most important, Eugene from the Try Guys followed me on TikTok. I think it's really important. It's my favorite flex because it's not like he follows like 3,000 people and I'm just one of them. Follows 15 people, and I'm the 13th person he follows.
Chosen few here.
Chosen few. And Eugene, if this is why you followed me, because I was covering this on Bad Days, it's amazing that you're subscribed to this tiny little channel. Thank you. But we're gonna dive right into it because it's been a whole bunch of controversy. But the first thing that happened was the tripod came out. I've been at TwitchCon all weekend. Zay's been at home all weekend, so I listened to it on the plane. He listened to it at home separately. I thought we were gonna watch it live together, and then I realized that's a 45-minute podcast would have been a very bad, very boring idea. Yeah, they didn't really deep dive into
the specifics of what happened.
Yeah, they didn't deep dive into the specifics of what happened. It was more of their emotional approach to it because there's a lot of legality, and then they said a lot. There's a family at the center of this. Don't know if they're referring to Ned's family or.
It sounded like they were kind of doing some damage control, just mainly to make sure the people involved that didn't do anything wrong were kept safe from public ire.
Yeah, I think that there were a lot of statements made that made it seem like Try Guys employees maybe knew longer. It wasn't Keith, Zach, and Eugene. It was just Keith and Zach and Miles, obviously moderating, who also this week followed me on Instagram. Sorry, not trying to flex, but it happened, so it is what it is. While I was at TwitchCon, lots of things went down. But it was just two of them because Eugene apparently doesn't like being on podcasts. I wasn't aware of this, but they're just finally letting him off the hook, hey, you don't have to be on this anymore. So Eugene wasn't there. Which I think that was kind of the person whose response we wanted to see the most, because he was angry. He was fired up during that, short statement video.
Might have been smart to not.
Yeah, it might have been. Maybe needed more time. But yeah, I felt like they needed to really make sure that their employees were safe and felt taken care of and felt like they were out of the fire in the situation. I think they did a good job of presenting the situation as it was. They also said that it looks like NED has a different PR team than them. So the statements they both put out, these, link back to last video, the concise Twitter statements, both the Try Guys removing NED and then Ned's statement about his family being his focus. Looks like his PR team reverse image searched their PR statement and copied the font, which made them very, very angry, which just is very interesting. There was a lot of, I don't know how you felt about it, but I felt like it was very insightful and a lot of nuance to how they discussed the situation, because I think I really got a breath of how much this affected their lives without it diminishing the value of the people involved that are most harmfully affected by it, without diminishing the value of the fans, which I think some more often than not, there are obviously real people who this affects day to day, and fans who are upset and have their feelings hurt really shouldn't be as much of a thing that they worry about or that we're worried about.
For sure. I think they were absolute pros in everything they've done so far and how they've handled things. Because the podcast itself, I was kind of looking for something more juicy.
I was looking for some tea, baby.
But I came away thankful that I listened to a lot of it just because it was very insightful in how to handle these kind of things emotionally, because it must be the worst kind of thing to ever happen.
Yeah.
Your entire company's going to be...
Entire company, your friend.
And they talked about how they were going through stages of grief and how they were going through cycles of fear about how their career's going to be over. And even now that they found some kind of sense of peace, it's still shaky for them.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's...
A lot of people commented...
Getting better.
Yeah, a lot of people commented and said during it that the moment Zach says something in his podcast where he goes, that era of the Try Guys is over. It's never coming back, and when we come back, it'll always be different than it was. And I think that affected a lot of fans really, really heavily, really in an emotional way. So I know for a lot of Try Guys fans that this has been kind of an upset, difficult time, and I cannot imagine how it is for Ariel as well as Will, because they are the two biggest victims as far as their trust is concerned, and then obviously Ned's children. Just sad, but there really wasn't much juicy insight and gossip. The real drama stirred up and began and let everything start trending again when SNL put out a video. As you can see, they literally beat for beat, bar for bar, got the costumes down. I think they actually found the exact print of Zach's shirt. That is the exact shirt that he is wearing. I haven't seen this yet, so this is going to be my first time seeing it. Zay's already seen it, so I'm gonna give some of my thoughts.
Spoiler alert, it's not very funny.
Big shock. SNL's not funny. I think I'm going to preface this beforehand. What's my experience, my opinion on SNL? I think it is completely irredeemably unfunny, and maybe they have like a funny joke in the middle of a sketch once every 6 months that trends. Other than that, they're all like content thieves, not funny. It used to like usher in the next generation of comedians. But safe to say, I think African-American creators on YouTube have done 10 times the sketch comedy that SNL could fucking dream of. Okay, immediately fake laughter.
Hello. Hi.
Wow. First off, Eugene, Zach, Keith, it's an honor.
Thank you. This is, it's just surreal. There's a lot of anger on this couch.
Okay, hold on. I've seen this actor before, so I do believe he is publicly gay. Why is he doing that voice?
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Is he literally just like doing
flamboyant? He was being kind of mocking, kind of like the guy's mannerisms.
Okay, well that sucks. All right, let's continue.
Hey, welcome, Try Guys. Yeah, I'm trying to understand why this story is such a scandal. Was this affair non-consensual?
No, worse. He committed the heinous act of having a consensual kiss and not telling us, his friends.
So
He cheated on his fucking wife with an employee at the office.
No. See,
You
don't get it, and they'll explain why it's actually not that much of a problem later on in the sketch.
Okay, should I watch it all the way through? I'm not gonna. I just need to keep pausing. I think I need to keep pausing for my own fucking my sanity. That's so fucking insane. Just what?
I'm sorry. Why is that heinous?
Well, you have to remember the power dynamics, Laura. He's a try guy and she's a food baby.
Right. Yeah, you've said that. So, what now?
Well, we've conducted an internal review with a team of HR professionals and are no longer working with white guy, wife guy, try guy, Ned. I don't know what else to say. He has to pay.
Okay, wow. So the full story is that your friend had a side chick and you fired him?
Yes, we had no choice, and we hope he is somewhere on his back with a bullet in his brain and belly.
First of all, respectfully, all three of you actors, you're not funny. I hope your career, all five actors actually, none of you are funny. I'm excited to watch your careers tumble into, actually, I won't be watching and no one else will be. Pathetic, truly pathetic. I have a bigger audience and more people love me doing Mickey Mouse videos on the internet than you ever will, which is a pathetic statement within itself. This is just so fucking dumb. A side chick. Right, like the societal normalization of having side chick or extra people or in your life if you're polyamorous, that's one thing. If you have a consensual relationship where that is something that is fundamentally built in the DNA of it, that is your decision, that is your relation, that is your dynamic, and there's no problems with it. This is not that. And that to make a joke about that is also just disgusting, and we're not even halfway through this video.
It's important what they do with what they're doing here is kind of using language to downplay it and make it seem like what he did was like so common that it's not even a problem worth talking about. And like
right, and they keep having this fucking wannabe Eugene, which dude, you can't wear that shirt, dude. You don't look like fucking Eugene, okay? He's not. Eugene's the only man that could ever pull off a look like that bold.
It's true.
This guy look at him, bro. Just pathetic. Let's talk like this guy. This whole like bit that they're doing where he's like, I'm angry. If you were really trying to bar for bar, beat for beat, make a joke about it, you could just sit there and look powerful and angry. But you couldn't replicate Eugene's fucking powerful, just absolutely stern, very clear passion, aggression towards what transpired. But of course,
and on a more meta level, it is weird what side they're taking here. But
yeah,
maybe that'll be a hint for something coming up.
Yeah, well, we got some. There's just spoilers. We know who wrote this, and we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Whoa, okay, isn't that a bit extreme?
No. Well, you have to remember, Laura. You have to remember, Laura, the side chick was a food baby.
Yeah, you keep saying that. What is a food baby?
Food Babies is a spin-off food show on the Try Guys channel, you idiot!
Okay, stop. Turning back to the actual news, Iran is on the cusp of a new cultural revolution.
Cut back to us?
No!
Due to the trauma we are facing, our editors are working around the clock to remove any trace of Ned from past Try Guys content. This is the battle of our lives.
Bro, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. It's gonna be okay.
And when Jay-Z did it, also fucked up, but normalize it. I sincerely
He
hope.
also had a whole album written about him. that.
I sincerely hope every single person on this cast right here and in this writer room gets cheated on by their significant other. Just like, fuck you. I don't even I'm sorry guys, I don't have my nuanced comedy like usual. I did not expect this to piss me off this much. Just Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, so everybody can cheat now. Go cheat on your significant other.
Cut back to us. Look at me.
Also,
This is the face.
the thing that they're doing when they're saying, "I'll cut back to us," they're kind of missing the point in that this whole situation got so popular because so many people cared and grew up with these guys and
Yeah.
it was like a parasocial.
Oh, why
thing.
is this such a big deal? It's not like the Try Guys came out and said, and they say it on the tripod. They say it on this very lengthy response video where they were like, "Yeah, we did not expect this. We thought, maybe it would be significant amongst our circles. We didn't think it would become the biggest drama on the internet where Washington Post is asking for statements. They're asking for statements. This organically happened because of the importance of them in media, which is far more relevant than SNL ever will be. Because let's not forget, different situation here. SNL stole 2 jokes from people on the internet, bar for bar, beat for beat recently. Good job, SNL writers room. Pathetic, truly pathetic.
Of grief.
No, it's not.
It is, though. And just FYI, we are still going to be releasing some previously filmed branded videos. So yeah, you might see Ned in Sweet Green Presents the Try Guys Try Salad with bugs on top.
This is a fake laugh track, if you guys can't tell. It's the same laugh looped over. You could listen to every single laugh, which is crazy because it's a live show. So I have to imagine that they're feedbacking this into the audio.
They
loop.
usually have cues, laugh here, that kind of thing.
But it's the same laugh. Did you not hear the track? It's the same track over and over and over
I'll
again.
have to listen to it again. Now.
And it will still be amazeballs. But it will also be sad balls. We're all processing this horrific, violent, and probably racist tragedy.
Can you cut back to me, please?
No! Stay with us. Hear this, America. We will never stop bringing you the same Try Guys adventures.
I will still be trying super weird Cambodian food. Zach will still be trying super weird Malaysian food. And Keith is still going to try wearing a thong for a week because it's our duty.
It's sitting through an SNL sketch is so fucking mind-numbing because a room full of people approved every one of these jokes, every one of these lines, and were like, this is really funny. This is good stuff.
And I just wonder who this was for exactly. Was this for 40-year-olds who don't know anything about internet culture?
Because they wouldn't know who the Try Guys were in the first place.
It's oh, look at these guys. I don't care about this. Is that what that's for?
I guess so. I don't.
Hey, this is too traumatic. This interview is over. Please.
Thank you for your bravery, Try Guys.
Is he famous?
Know that the
Is he
country is
significant?
with you.
I don't know.
What's today's date? Whatever it is, never forget.
Not the best one. Y'all, not.
Okay, the SNL is not funny. SNL is not well thought out. SNL is not intelligent. It never has been. So, it's par for the course for them and their workplace. It was just very, very in poor taste, and they also very clearly took the side of the abuser here.
Yeah.
Which let's reveal to you guys why. So, big reveal, people did some sleuthing. Ned, at some point on the tripod, said that he had a friend that went to college with him at Yale that ended up being a writer on SNL. And that guy's name, Ned decided to name drop him, is Will Steven, who in fact is one of the writers of the very sketch you just watched. And still to this day, good old Will Stevens is followed by Ned Fulmer. So there's your evidence for you. It was literally written by a guy who is on Ned's side, who is Ned's friend, who I guess is supporting him in his adultery and his betrayal of not only the people who love him and the people he's worked with his whole life, but all the fans he's built over a decade.
Well, everyone does it. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, so
yeah,
it's totally fine.
Everybody.
Good one, bro. Good one.
I really think that he thought that he was going to get away with this and that people wouldn't have known that he was name dropped or whatever. And this was just like, hey, Ned, I got you. Don't worry, dude. We're going to cover it. If I'm Ned, like, I don't really understand his opinion on it. Like, I'm thinking about Ned's...
SNL's going to change the narrative. Everyone always agrees with everything we say.
But also, like, you're Ned Fulmer. Do you not feel horrific? Do you not feel like you caused this immense betrayal? You're looking at all this information. You really think that it's worth defending you? If I was Ned Fulmer and I did all this terrible stuff and I heard that my friend Will was going to write a sketch about my former friends who are only not my friends because of the choices I made, I'd really sit back and look at my existence and feel pretty fucking pathetic and small. Yeah, guys, this is a weird one. I think the other ones, it was like a little bit more coverage. I wasn't expecting to get this heated watching that video. It just really, really took me out because it's so terrible because it's
so obviously wrong. Like they obviously took the wrong take here.
Yeah, so obviously the wrong take and just like, what was the purpose in this? Where'd you guys succeed? I guess they got their clicks. I get they got 5 million views, and that is 5.5 million more views than they've ever gotten in their entire career on Twitter, except for what the last, when they had Elon Musk on, and it was terribly unfunny.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
you need to get your shit together.
No, you don't. Just stop. SNL, the only reason you're still around is because you are an institution of entertainment. But no one funny comes through you anymore. They pass in, they tell a really funny monologue, and they get the F out of there because sketch comedy done by you guys and your staff of writers is terrible. It's so sad. It's so unfunny. I wish this was a more information-heavy video, and I'm thinking about the structure of this video right now, so I don't know if it flowed super well. Those of you who sat here for 20 minutes with us reacting and watching the try stuff, appreciate you all. We got a bunch more stuff in the work this week. I'm going to cover all of the TwitchCon drama. I was there for it. A lot of life-changing stuff happened to me, but we're going to touch on that at the end. But we're going to get through the injuries and stuff. For Try Guys, news, whatever, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the last video we make on it unless something really big happens next. So, sorry if you guys feel like we're beating a dead horse here. We really were just trying to,
We'd rather be funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. We'd rather be so much funnier. I thought I was gonna be able to throw some jokes out there, man.
It's hard to do. With
I was fully
expander.
expecting to be. Yeah. No. I just kicked my cat in the face. Cody, I'm so sorry. He's underneath the desk. He's a little baby. Anyway. He's a little baby. So, apologies for the little angrier video. This is. Oh, it's bad because there's a Sneeko video in this one. We're angry twice. We're a hate channel. But we'll be back. I'll be back with the next video doing TwitchCon, and then we'll be back with some other drama real soon. My name's Hassan. That's Isaiah. I sincerely hope your bad days are your best stories, except for Ned Fulmer and SNL.
And Sneeko.
You guys can go fuck yourself.